Katega.
And my name is Egwana Awari-Toma.
And at the UYG Show, we discover how to take pressure and turn it into diamonds. Oh my God, right. In this episode, we are discussing
narcissism.
Our favorite topic. It gets us excited.
Get us going.
I'm just going to have to cool down because we discussed this on Clubhouse. And do you remember how excited I got?
Yes.
But I promise to calm down. But this is a very serious topic at the same time. And we have had so many queries about this topic, right?
Definitely, we have.
I don't know where to start. But let's start with this. One of the popular questions we've had is characteristics of a narcissist. What are the characteristics of a narcissist?
Wow. The number one characteristic is love bombing. Love bombing.
Yes.
Love bombing?
This is the one where they tell you how much they love you. Oh my God, you are the moon, the stars, and you're my cup of tea. You're my bread, you're my tomato, you're my everything. They will shower you with love instantly, especially in the very first time that you just met them.
Yes.
Like, I have experienced this, guys. Like, when I meet a potential and they come to me with all of this love so quickly, I'm like, I don't know you. Like, what's all this? And most of the time, this individual turns out to be a narcissist because what they're doing is they're preparing you for revealing the true self that they are. So they want to capture your emotions. They want to confuse you with all this love, right? Because a genuine person would take their time to get to know you.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
They would want to be building a relationship with you. And we're not just talking about romantic relationships, even with friends.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Yes, no, you're not wrong. Absolutely. I mean, it could be friends. It could be not just friends, parents, your mother, your father, even your colleagues or your boss even. So anyone really could be a narcissist.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are the other characteristics? My favorite one is, not favorite, but one clear one for me is the lying. Narcissists tend to be persistent liars. I'm talking about not like a big lie, like even the little lies. If you find somebody who is continuously lying, like, I am an hour away, but actually they haven't left. Or they would say one thing, but if you ask them the same question tomorrow, it's a different answer. Those kind of things are some of the key red flags or telltale signs that you are dealing with a narcissist. What's your favorite one?
Oh my goodness. Close to being for lies, one of the ones that really touches me is when they pretend as if they've said something or pretend that they have not said it.
Yes.
Making the person or their victim feel as if they're going crazy.
So it's called gaslighting. Right? They gaslight you. This one is actually a sad one for me. And I personally, if you followed me on YouTube, Facebook, if you follow me for a while, you would know my personal story. I share about how I was with a narcissist. And that situation where they say one thing and take it back as if it didn't happen, it can actually make you feel insane.
Oh, yes.
You could think, you start questioning your own sanity.
Definitely. Second guessing yourself. Wondering, oh my gosh, did I say that, or am I going crazy? It's really horrible, honestly.
Yes, and when you are not aware, this is when you get, unfortunately, people in depressive states, right? You get people in suicidal thoughts.
Oh yes.
You get people even just not functioning in life. You get people that actually lose focus of purpose, their identity, their confidence. You can imagine someone constantly questioning you and going back on their words. It is not a good position to be in.
Absolutely.
So, Egona, what is our next question?
Are narcissists born or made?
Oh, this is a difficult one.
Are narcissists born or made?
I struggled with this one. I'm not going to lie. Do you remember when we discussed it in Clubhouse? I really struggled with this one. What are your thoughts?
It was exciting because there were so many different perspectives to this. But my opinion is narcissists are made.
Right.
They are made.
Why do you say that?
I mean, you can think about it. The way we are brought up, it depending on the type of lifestyle that we lived on, the influences around us. And you can imagine what that person had gone through in order for them to actually live the kind of lifestyle where they do not love themselves. That's why they portray it on other people.
Wow. And and this is one of the things that I told somebody recently, how they are made is how you bring up even a child. We saw in the clip a child throwing a tantrum.
Yes,
right? Continuously, it's good to love our kids. I love my babies. I absolutely love them. But allowing them to continuously get away with things, have their own way, potentially you could be creating a narcissist.
Yes. I mean, for that child to grow up into the world believing that they can have anything and do anything, regardless.
Because really, what we know is narcissists, they're self-centered. They believe that they deserve it all, they're it all, and nobody else. They put themselves first, they're very self-centered. I mean, we could go on and on and on. So, I mean, this is such a deep topic, Egwono. And I know as our lead counselor at UYG Social Enterprise, you have seen so many victims of narcissistic abuse.
Yes,
and I know that what we did is we summarized some of the key things. Now, I want you to remember that somebody watching, let's remember this, somebody watching is actually facing this. And our aim and our goal at the UYG show is literally just to help take that pressure and turn it into diamond. So if potentially somebody's watching that would get the red flags understood, that's what we're here to do, right? So let's go through some of these pointers. And really, I want to encourage you, the audience watching this, to really just be open and ready to receive, because we're not here just to talk about the problems, right?
Yes, exactly.
We kind of want solutions, right? And what we want is for somebody watching to literally just go, oh my goodness, this is happening to me. And, again, feel free. Our contact information is being shown below. Do get in touch with us. Egwono is just one of our lead counselors. We have many counselors at UYG Social Enterprise that can help you if you are dealing with a narcissist. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's dive deep now.
Okay.
Yeah? One of the key things that we have established during our work is that narcissists are completely full of themselves.
Oh, yes.
Can you share with us some of the examples and, some of the things that you have heard?
Yes. So, I mean, you have some of our clients, you have some scenarios whereby, they will talk about how their husbands or has been so arrogant. There's a level of arrogance, full of themselves.
Yes.
So much pride.
They're on top of the world.
Yes. They're more or less untouchable.
Wow.
Yes. And then they tend to want to only be with people that they feel are in the higher state of society. So it makes, our clients very, very, it makes them difficult. It makes things difficult, for them to actually move around with their own family and friends, to, want to spend time with the people that they've grown up with. It's difficult because the narcissist wants only people that are maybe in higher state of society. So it's very difficult. So these people, they feel very lonely. They cannot find a sense of, love from elsewhere. Only the narcissist, when the narcissist feels fit.
Wow. And you know what I realized, Egwono? One of the things I realized that these narcissists tend to be individuals that have no accountability. The reason they tend to get away with this is because there's nobody out there that can hold them accountable. They completely don't want accountability. There is no, this is what I say, especially in the dating scene. If that person has it's not about having a father, but who is a person that they look up to? Who is a person that you could report to? Do you understand? We need to be able to report to somebody. They tend to feel this way, like they're it, and they are completely full of themselves because nobody's above them. Nobody can touch them. Right? And this is a telltale sign. Nobody's above, it's only God, right? Nobody's above anybody, but narcissists are full of themselves. One of the other things that we discovered is that narcissists only see themselves as important. It's like everybody else is trash. This is why they can disappoint you. This is why they can say something and actually not even mean it, which is why they just love bomb you. They really just think them first and don't think about the consequences of anybody else. I mean, one scenario that I know when I worked with a client is the fact that they're so irresponsible even with their finances, their bills. This particular client of mine was the one handling everything, handling the finances. And the narcissistic man was just getting themselves into debt after debt, but had no responsibility in terms of supporting on how to get rid of the debt, reduce the debt. They could take out a loan, but she was the one having to deal with it. They could borrow, not even just borrow something, it could be an equipment. They wouldn't take care of it. They would just keep it anyhow, and then she had to be the one dealing with everything. So they see themselves as important and they take no responsibilities. What other examples do you have for this?
Oh, I mean, even just wanting to, you know, let's say, they want to go out somewhere. And not having the sense, they could just become, so what happens is that they're very erratic in behavior.
Wow.
They become very erratic. So they can go out. This is like irresponsibility now. May go out and find that they don't want to be in a situation whereby they see other people that not in their minds, not in their state of social status.
Oh, really? So they consider themselves quite... And I have to say this. Tell me if you disagree. But they like to dress really, really well.
That's one of the things that attracts people to them.
So they're looking for that attraction, right? It's like, look at me. I am it. Now, we're not going against dressing up. Okay, you gotta look good. As a queen, you gotta look good. As a king, you gotta look good. But it comes with this arrogance, right? That we're talking about. One of the other thing, and this is again one of those ones that's quite toxic, is that they play with their victims' self-esteem. Oh my goodness. What are the stories you've heard on this one? Oh
wow. Some of our clients, they come to us feeling so low. They feel as if they're unworthy. I mean, they totally feel like they don't have any purpose in life because they have been put down so many times. You know, lifted up and basically thrown back down. That's just exactly how they normally how they feel. And it's quite, it saddens them because they're not able to come out of that. You know, they find it difficult. They know that something is not wrong, something's not right, it's wrong, but it's so difficult for them. It's so difficult,
Another one that really is a trigger one is that they isolate you.
Oh yes.
Narcissists will take you away from your family.
Oh yes.
From anybody that genuinely loves you, because literally they want you to be isolated so that you're just depending on them.
Oh yes, yes.
Right? Anything you need, and they want to control everything. So even if you're working, but it's kind of like, how many hours are you working? What are you working? Everything has to be controlled by them. It's a critical one because literally it's like, as a victim, kind of like you don't have your own life. And then the moment you disconnect from your loved ones and the people that really care for you, then they're in full control of you. And then most of the time, you kind of feel like, okay, now this is the only person I have, right?
Yes.
I have had victims almost fearful, right, of the narcissistic partner because they have nobody else and they feel like there's no way out. How difficult is it to come out of a narcissistic relationship?
I mean, you hear a lot of people that are unable to. It's so difficult. They cannot come out. It's almost that they are stuck.
They can, but it takes a lot of work.
Yes, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. It does.
Yes.
However, they feel that that's what they feel, that they cannot.
Oh, the victim.
Until they're awake.
Awakening. Oh my God. Oh my God. So we're not going to dive into the how yet because that would be in our next episode. But let's dive deeper into some of these characteristics as well. So another one is they bombard and intimidate you with their words and they will manipulate you emotionally. Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
I can definitely remember related to that. The words. It's like the words they use. Very harsh. You never hear pleasant things from a narcissist.
UYG is a community interest company, a social enterprise that helps individuals to release themselves from stagnation to a condition of supreme well-being and good spirits, happiness and abundance. UYG's vision is to support individuals to overcome challenges in life and assist in their self-reflection journey. We strive to see people live in mental wellness, supreme well-being and good spirit. UYG provides services that benefits the community by supporting individuals, families, relations, and couples through their self-discovery journey. UYG's mission is to help individuals heal from hurt, loss, and trauma to receive wholeness. Our work is to transform lives through self-discovery and personal development training. At UYG Social Enterprise, our work is to increase awareness and share insight for solutions to life challenges that often affect individuals' well-being. At UYG Social Enterprise, we need your support to carry out our mission of making a positive impact in the community on matters of mental wellness and spiritual well-being for individuals, children, couples, and families. Thank you for supporting Unleash Yourself with Gladness Community Interest Company. #UYG.
So we are diving deep into these characteristics of a narcissist. And like we said before, this could be anybody, right?
Yes.
It could be a
definitely.
mother.
It could be a father.
It could be a romantic partner,
Yes.
which is most of the
Yeah,
time.
majority of the time.
It could be a friend.
Yeah, it could be a boss.
Yes, it could be a work colleague.
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel that you have encountered a narcissist, or these things that we're talking about, they are becoming so familiar to you in your life right now, we want to encourage you to get in touch. The UYG Social Enterprise is here to support you to take that pressure off and turn it into diamond. And through processes, we have various counselors. Agona here, as I said before, is our lead counselor. We have psychiatrists working with us. We have therapists working with us. So we have variety of counselors that can help you to come out of this situation. So let's continue really discussing this emotional manipulation. Again, we really just want to encourage you to just be ready to receive and just really consider and assess your relationships, right? If you're struggling in a relationship, assess some of these things so that you can be aware if you're dealing with a narcissist or not. So,
Absolutely.
How do they emotionally manipulate you? What are some of the other examples that, you've had clients coming up to you with?
Yeah, I mean, clients have come to us, talking about how they don't feel worthy. They don't feel that they are to live on this earth any longer.
Wow. So you mean people actually want to take their own life?
Yes. And you have some clients who would say that they would actually self-harm. They will actually self-harm because the pain, they feel so much pain and they just want to have like an outlet to take away that pain.
Wow.
I mean,
these are some very, very, very sad truths.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it's kind of like we've seen recently, we discussed this again on Clubhouse, that narcissist has become like a cultural trend,
a trend
to some elements.
Yes.
I mean, why do you think that is?
Well, I believe there's so many elements with this. It could be social media.
Wow.
It could be the fact that the way in which people are living lives or bringing up their children are so different now.
Wow.
People are not really spending time together with families.
Wow.
People are having to work more.
That's
People
so
are having
true.
to work more, so they're not
That's
spending
so
time
true.
with their children.
That's
So
so true.
there's so many elements to this.
Wow.
Why this is happening more often.
Wow. And again, we also discovered that another characteristic of a narcissist is that they get you illusioned with their mask.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God. What does that
Yes.
mean?
Oh my goodness. So that literally just means that they pretend, they pretend about who they are. It's a mask. And they actually live it as if that is how they are. For example, they could even pretend that they are a lawyer.
Wow.
And they actually are not a lawyer. They've not had any qualifications. Wow. They have not worked as a lawyer. Wow. But yet they are saying, and they believe in this. Wow. They believe that they are.
Wow.
So
it's like they're lying, but on a larger scale.
Yes.
Again, I like to talk about relationships. This is why I say, because do your research, right? You've got to,
Absolutely.
it's not just about going by what you see on social media. Narcissists get away with this because they can portray themselves to be one thing, right, on social media, but actually they're somebody else.
Yes.
So you really have to dig deep into who that person is and actually don't just take people's words, but actually learn to even discern and assess, right? Don't just take people's words for what they are, but actually try to spend time with them and see whether the things they're saying are matching their actual actions.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Another one is that narcissists want people to be pleased with them. Now that one is a little bit, if they're already this bold character, why then do they need people to be pleased with them? So, as a counselor, I really, this one I'm learning.
So you find that people who have narcissistic traits or narcissism, they don't feel they don't feel that they have this love. They don't feel loved. So they want to be loved. They want to be loved. So therefore, what they do is that they act as if, they want to. Losing my foot.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's so. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's so huge. I'm saying, like, it's so huge. To even comprehend.
Yes.
And it's happening so often.
Yes.
So again, like, why do they feel the need that people should be pleased with them? Is it their attention? Is it that they just want you to always love on them? They want people to honor them. Okay, for who they say they are, and who they believe they are.
So yes, they believe that they are that certain person or that character or personality.
Wow.
And then they just want. So that's one of the reasons why they love bomb.
Okay.
So they love bomb for one reason, to get that person to themselves.
Yes.
And then to make the person feel as if, oh wow, okay, let me accept this. They accept this, and then they just throw them off.
And because as they're love bombing you, and you're also loving them a lot, so they're getting that pleasure out of that.
Exactly.
Amazing. Okay, there's another one here. Now this one again is one of those quite toxic ones where they actually compare their victim to others, and they do this to make their victims feel humiliation, sadness, and jealousy. I mean, this is like a really confused human being.
Yes.
So we are saying another important point that we discovered is that narcissists actually consistently compare their victims with others. And they do this to make their victims feel humiliated, sadness, and jealousy.
Yes.
Why do they compare the victims to others?
Yeah, I mean, what narcissists normally do is that they have a type of aspiration. They aspire, they have a particular person that they want.
Okay.
So even though they have this person that they've loved on, and they want to control and manipulate that person, they just want that person to not be able to move on to another person. So they want that person to be dependent on them. So it's like a roller coaster relationship whereby they will make the person feel bad.
Wow.
They make the person feel guilty.
Yes.
By saying, oh, I can't, they want to compare the person with another person. And then because they want that person to feel that, they're not good enough, they cannot be like that other person that they're comparing to.
And also that means they can't leave then. Because then they're thinking, oh, you're not good enough.
So they try harder and harder to be that person that their partner, the narcissist, wants them to be.
So hold on, that is a lot. Counselor, that is a lot. So you're saying they are comparing you, then the victim then keeps trying more and more to become this person that the narcissist keeps talking about that they should be.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Then the jealousy comes in, whereby they will just just throw them off and say, make them feel as if they may be cheating if it's an intimate relationship.
Okay.
Maybe a husband or wife or partner.
Yes.
And it may not actually be happening.
Right.
It's like a false accusation or a false feeling just for the victim to feel jealousy.
Humiliated, sadness as well. And I can't imagine, what does that do to to somebody who's in that situation? What does that do to the victim then?
You can imagine how they will feel. Trauma, psychological pains, you know, again, like we've said before, second guessing themselves. Are they good enough? You know, this is just what it is. The taking away of the identity.
Yes.
Making them feel as if they're not worthy, they're not good enough.
And this is when other people, as you're saying, end up doing self-harm and everything.
Exactly.
Again, I want to encourage you. You know, we've shared quite a lot of things in here, and it's quite overwhelming. Like, I'm already overwhelmed, and this is me, someone who has experienced it and come out of it. But every time you hear this, every single time, you know, I deal with a victim, it still literally hurts and lingers. So I want to encourage you that if anything that we have shared today is relatable, please do get in touch. Our details are being shown below. Reach out to us, because at UYG Social Enterprise, our work is really to support you throughout the journey. We're not saying it's easy, right?
No,
we're not saying that
not.
you know you just wake up and it's all sorted. But what we're saying is we are here to support you throughout that journey. So if at all you are relatable, and like we said, right, maybe repetitive, but I have to say it again. It could be a mother.
It could be your father. It could be a boss.
It could be
anybody.
So if you are experiencing any of this, like I said, do feel free to get in touch. Now, let's finish off this way, because we could be here all night discussing this topic, right? We could be here all night. But I want us to dive a little bit deeper into this element of control. I mean, because why do they feel that they need to control? What do they gain out of controlling somebody? Because they already, you know, as we've said, they already feel that they're this big person, right? So what comes out of controlling somebody? What comes out of that?
It's the reality of knowing or understanding that that person that is their victim is more than what they perceive. So that person, they could believe that the person, or they know that the person is someone of affluence, someone that is very intelligent,
and I've heard
someone with confidence.
Iguano, I've heard this. A lot of the victims tend to be these amazing people. So it's kind of like they want to suck that brilliance and excellence from that person, right?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. So this has been such an interesting discussion. Again, you know, we cannot finish in the hour. We cannot finish in one episode. What we want to do is come back in the next episode and actually go into how to come out of a narcissistic relationship, how to overcome, how to really deal with the aftermath of dealing with a narcissist. So again, my name is Gladness Katega.
And my name is Egona Waritoma.
We want to thank you so much for tuning in to the UYG show, where we want to help you take that pressure and turn it into diamonds. So see you next time on the UYG show. Bye for now.
Bye.
So I kind of want to ask, what is it then that gets somebody to that state? Is it things they experience in life? What is it? Where does fear come from?